Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is your G Chen, and welcome to our show, hashtag the Blue Mic English Edition, your independent favorites. And here today with us, we have another beautiful one of our favorite bands, indeed, and they are all the way from Nagaland. Let's welcome the band Polar Lights, all the way from Nagaland. Hi, guys.
Hey. Thank you so much for having us on your show again.
And thank you for doing this with us. Kindly introduce, about the band to us.
My name is Mar, and I sing for the band. I'm the lead singer. And we have Lanu to my left, who plays the bass guitar. And so we're a five-piece band. So the three of the guys, they couldn't be here today, but we have Timjan on guitars, Bandangma on drums, and Nash on the rhythm guitars.
So also tell us more about your music to them as well.
So we play in indie alternative rock. I think that would be the best way to describe our genre. And I think we're up to date. We've released two albums. One's called Talking to the Trees, and the latest one is called To Feel Human. So you can find us on Spotify and all digital platforms.
All right. So coming to your album now, To Feel Human, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Beautiful song, beautiful music. So are you happy with your response, with the response of the album?
Of course, yeah. I mean, because we've been gone for quite some time, especially with the pandemic happening, and we had to take sort of like a break. And I think the last time we put out music was back in 2018. Yes. So we've been gone for quite some time, so roughly 4.5 years. And I think coming back, we did not really expect it to, to get a positive, not positive response, but the response that we've been getting with the album. I think we did not expect that. So I think the response to the album has been overwhelmingly very positive.
All right, so take this another positive comment from our end, from Big FM. We love your music. So once again, our heartiest congratulations to you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So we've listened to your to the album. The music is beautiful. The lyrics, the theme is dark, and the music is lovely and sophisticated. I can go on and on, but we would love to hear from you about the inspirations, the themes, and so on, and getting into making this album.
This album is actually from a songwriting perspective, it's very personal in a way, and I think I've never explored that side of me with just writing very personal songs. And the album, I think it took us 4.5 years to just write and produce. And the inspiration would be just personal experiences. We've all had to live through a pandemic with COVID and everything else. So the album is basically just life as it happened through the eyes of the five of us in the band. And I think that's the best way to describe the album. And with us calling to the album To Feel Human as well, I think we wanted our list. We with the way we went about recording the album, we made sure that we recorded everything, like as in from the guitars to his bass and the vocals, the synths, the sounds that we have on the album. It's we did everything on our own and not being produced by a computer, because I think these days we can do so much with the computer. You do not have to know how to play an instrument to write music in a way these days with technology and everything else. But I think it was very important to us that we did everything on our own. And just writing the album it's been very personal, and we've gone through a lot of bad times and good times as well. So just taking all of that into perspective, we decided, I think it was very fitting to call the album To Feel Human, because I think, just living through all of these moments, just good and bad, is what makes all of us human. So I think that's why we decided to call the album To Feel Human. And, that's basically, a very brief insight into, our album. And yeah.
An interesting story about, the name of your album, To Feel Human. So yeah, still talking about your album, where you have your fellow artists, promoting and supporting your album, like Ihsan Nurani, Kekri Ringa, I've done Meg, and so on. So how does it feel? Tell us more about that.
I mean, it feels amazing to have, your friends in the
Mhm,
industry, and especially Ehsan as well, just supporting our music.
mhm,
And, I think it's something that we uh, hold very close to our hearts in a way,
mhm.
because just getting your friends to support your music is something that, not a lot of people, because the industry, especially the music industry, is very competitive. And just how getting your friends to support your music is something that I think it makes all of us happy.
We
That's
feel
true.
very encouraged and inspired, especially getting feedbacks from our own peers. And if we talk about the music industry here in especially Northeast,
Mhm.
I mean comparatively to the mainland cities, we're not in a very vast scale. It's kind of a small community. So you know, telling us all those positive feedbacks and how they got inspired through our music by the lyrics. So hearing all those things, we also get more,
Very encouraging.
encouraging, and we can't wait to perform all the songs in live. I mean, we are just waiting for the live shows.
So, all right, on that little conversation that we've had, how about now we take a break? We'll go into a performance by you guys. So, you know what to do? Pick a song from your album and, kindly introduce the song and tell us a bit about it. All right?
So the first song that the two of us are going to be playing is actually the first song that we put out back in 2013. And I think most people associate Polar Lights with this song. So this is the first song that we came out with, and the song's called "A Murder Machine." I really hope that you guys like it. Summer nights we thought it would last forever, and we thought we had the world on our shoulders, free as a bird. That's how we dreamt at the end, but never knew that we were all just part of a plan. And in time we'll find that we were not enough for the ones with their heads a living high above. We made our way for the sun, but now it's freezing cold. If life had only just begun, why do we feel so old? For at the end of the day, we're all just little paintings waiting to be erased. For time is a murder machine, kills you when you're asleep. And I won't deny, I'm like a thief on a run. I even sleep with a gun. I see the light, but it's oh so far away. We've been running in circles every single day. And come along, we've got a long way to go. Just write your names in blood and watch your stories unfold. We were young and mature, got caught up in the bright lights, sold our souls for a taste of the high life. Then in time we'll find that we were not enough for the ones with their heads living for time. There's a murder machine, kills you when you're asleep. And I won't deny, I'm like a thief on a run. I even sleep with a gun. I see the light, but it's oh so far away. We've been running in circles every single day. Summer nights we thought it would last forever, and we thought we had the world on our shoulders, free as a bird. That's how we dreamt at the end, but never knew that we were all just part of a plan. In time we'll find that we were not enough for the ones with their heads living high above.
Ooh, beautiful mellow song. Thank you so much for the lights
Thank
for
you.
that performance. So, as with your other releases, the EPs, the singles, and also your album now, To Feel Human, well, this album too has very good lyrics. So, how important are the words to the band?
Very important, because I think I tend to like music that has very conscious lyrics and that talk about real issues, and that's I think that's the direction I take with my songwriting as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, at least for the band, I think songwriting, just lyrics, is very important.
All right. So, okay, the band will be 10 years next year. So, congratulations in
Thank
advance.
you.
What is the proudest moment of the band?
So we did a tour back in 2019. So we played, I think probably 14 cities all over the country.
Wow.
So I think just coming from Nagaland and the place that, especially the place that we come from, we don't usually get bands touring the country and just going to venues, very notable venues all over the country and playing shows there. So I think that has to be one of our proudest moments.
Okay. Best memory from the road?
Mine would be the Pune Sofa Sounds show that we did. So yeah, that's one of my favorites. How about yours?
I think for me it would be we were doing a show at Tilcha IT College.
Okay.
I was very sick. My health was so down, and to travel all by road to travel all the way to Silchar was a
After.
long trip. So I mean, of course, the show was good, but the road trip,
Okay.
I will never forget the road
So it
trip.
was-
How we struggled.
So it was a 26-hour road trip from Dimapur. Probably more than that.
Yeah,
So because I think from Dimapur, the shortest distance would be to take the half long road.
Mhm.
But during that around that period, I think the half long road was closed for construction or
I
works.
guess
I think.
yes, it was under construction.
So we had to take the Meghalaya road. So we had to come all the way to Shillong, then to Jawai, and take the road from there. So
Just for
I
sure.
think that was a fun trip, a long one, but
So, your best gig?
we played one in uh, Bangalore Fandom. So there's a venue called Fandom in Bangalore. It's one of the best venues to play at, especially for bands like us and just. So I think that's one of our best gigs.
Yeah.
And maybe the 2019 Hornbill Festival in Dimapur.
Right before the pandemic.
Ah,
The toughest moment you faced as a band?
I think just writing this album,
Yeah? Why
Yeah.
so?
just just with the circumstances that we've all had, we were all just forced to live with. We couldn't really get together and jam. We couldn't write songs together. We couldn't, just uh, the process that the creative process that we usually have with just everyone just getting together and writing songs together. I think not being able to do that was something, it was very tough.
Yeah.
Your reflections on the indie scene in India?
It's been, I feel like it's been growing now. I mean, it's been growing for quite some time, but I think we're at a point where I feel like we can, in a way, now compete with, just international acts, with so many good artists from all over the country. So I don't think I feel like I wouldn't call it growing anymore because I feel like we're there.
Yeah.
So yeah, the independent scene is very exciting.
True. I can agree with that because, like, I can see that even any indie artist from the Northeast, when they release songs, like, all those famous YouTubers, they'll review their music and all that. So, yeah, I think it's there. We're not gonna say like it's growing. So, if there was one indie song in the last 10 years that you wished Polar Lights had made, which one would it be?
I think I'd probably go with there's a band called Valley, and there's a song that they wrote. It's called "Light at the End of the Tunnel." I think so. I think that's got to be one of, I wish I'd written that song.
So, on that note, how about we go into another performance?
So this next song is called "Perfect View," and it's on our brand new album, "To Feel Human." So it's the last track on the album. And this one's called "Perfect View." Running down the city streets, I leave the world behind. behind me, and broken glasses on the floor. They're not mine to keep anymore. And high above or down below, I'll find my way back to the shore. Running down the city streets, I leave the world behind me, and broken glasses on the floor. They're not mine to keep anymore. And high above or down below, I'll find my way back to the shore. But if tomorrow is as far as I'll ever get, remember me without the shame, regrets. Do you feel like the walls are closing in, like you're trapped inside a box underneath your skin? Well, sometimes I do, and it feels like I'm addicted to the shame, abuse. You keep questioning yourself how you got this far, and you're trying to mend your broken little home with a broken heart. Well, I know you do, but someday you'll let a perfect view. Floodlights take me back to the start. I left a note, I forgot to leave a mark. We're just hanging on a string, and my love went blind at the sight of a diamond ring. Oh, love went blind at the sight of a diamond ring. Oh, love went blind at the sight of a diamond ring. Oh, you see me walk out the door before, but there's an angel knocking at my door. And do you feel like the walls are closing in, like you're trapped inside a box underneath your skin? Well, sometimes I do, and it feels like I'm addicted to the shame, abuse. You keep questioning yourself how you got this far, and you're trying to mend your broken little home with a broken heart. Well, I know you do, but someday you'll let a perfect view. You'll let a perfect view.
Another beautiful performance. Thank you so much, Polar Lights, for that song. So, coming to your band, your band seems to take the visual aspect of music very seriously. Your music videos are well made, your artwork is great. So, tell us about this aspect of the band.
I think visual representation of our music is something that I think all of us take. I think it's very important to how we how we uh, visualize or just show people this is how we intended our music to be visually. So that's something that we take pride in as well, that we want to be able to put out very creative music videos. And in fact, this is actually this room actually in fact is our the one the this room actually belongs to the director and the editor for most of our music videos.
Yeah.
So this is Sand Productions actual studio. So this was the room where he was able to edit our music videos. So I think visual representation of our music is something that we feel is very important.
So, coming to your state now, Nagaland, well, it has a vibrant indie scene right now. Like, you guys, Trans Effect, Gekri Ringa, Abdon Meg, and of course, You've also stolen street stories from Shillong. So tell us about some of the reason for this blossoming of talent from Nagaland.
I think because I think Nagaland has always been a hotbed for good music, but I tend to prefer the Shillong scene a lot more than the Nagaland scene. But
Are
yeah,
you
like,
being generous because I mentioned that you guys have
No, because
stolen street stories?
I like the scene, especially with the diversity of music that you guys have in Shillong. You have all genres, but in Dimapur, I think we have hip hop, but I think it's still growing.
Mm.
And with Apton, Trance Effect, and us, Alobo as well, and Street Stories. So I think we're getting there. With especially just all these very good bands. So yeah, I don't really have much to say on that, but yeah.
So, all right, guys, before we wrap up our conversation, so will Polar Lights still be around in 2030?
Probably, I think we want to keep doing music as long as
We can.
So hopefully in 2020, 2030, you'll get to hear more albums and more music from us. So hopefully by then we should be at least 6 albums in, hopefully.
So, and what will your sound be like then?
I don't know, man, because I had this conversation with a friend of mine, because I usually write, I tend to write good songs when I'm not happy or just going through a very dark phase, and it's something that worries me in a way, because sometimes I think, what if I'm happy and I'm not able to write songs? So hopefully by then, hopefully I'm still depressed at 2030. I get to write good songs.
And you can express all your emotions out in your songs. So,
Yeah.
good luck with that. So, once again, thank you so much, guys, for doing this with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.